The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. When he's taking chances like that to help make them a postseason team, Brock, they're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he gets him around 6 there. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ready.
Play fake. It's Milton. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready up.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Nice step by Damone Clark.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Go.
Blue. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run, run, run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All on the 45, 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Running with Walker again. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
40-yard line.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. It is knocked down at the line. One of those big uglies up front, got his hand on it at just the right moment. That's going to force 3rd down.
You know, those big guys are taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, guess what you can still do? You can get a pass breakup. That's perfect timing to get his hand up and knock that ball away.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
180. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And they don't get much out of this pass. As he's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Run.
Mayfield to throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pickens. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. The 3rd down run with Blue. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Norman, jump! Let's go!
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And that's our final moments of the opening quarter. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's the Cowboys out in front. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Juke the defender. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Toss play. This is Walker. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the gun. Right side, this is Ibuka. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
If you want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 from the 41.
What's up?
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Baker now off to play fake. Buying some time right. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Once more, it's Mayfield. Catch made, left side by Palmer. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now off the play action. Headed out right. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing, Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Got first down from the 31. The give to the fullback. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
19 Chargers.
Play fake. It's Milton. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays where they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop. In a big way to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
I just want to rock.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Good. 20. Watch out.
Here's Baker to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass. Intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Good.
Throwing again is Baker. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Good. What?
3rd down, here's Mayfield. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to be Cowboys football. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst-case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. Time to sideline save him and his team.
He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. We're at the 2-minute warning now for Raymond James. The Buccaneers facing a deficit near the break. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Mayfield. Hits his running back. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
180!
Walker again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a 1st down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break.
Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last long. What happens in time in the diaries? We're helping the weak, but I'm gone.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. Tries to line that one up, and it's intercepted. Servon Rebel with the pick. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Up the middle, Blue. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion.
70, Tampa Wolf.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Can't get the trick play away, though. They take him down before he can throw it. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. He rolls to his right. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, we're 33.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What's up?
1st down. Here's Baker. Throwing the out route complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Blue. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The receiver gets it on the handoff. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. Milton. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Throw on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
180! What's up?
Quick throw to the left is complete. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Baker throwing again. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They take the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. He's got a man left. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Walker trying to run for the 1st. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Here's a quick throw to the left. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. Tukes out a 1-stop, and he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Lead it to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is caught by Blue. Ooh, got him close to the line to gain. Down to the 25, third and maybe a yard.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Blue gets the handoff. And he's stopped out of the 16 after a small gain. Working quickly here. From the 16. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Cowboys have it, hoping to close out a victory and advance another round.
Ready, set.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
On the give, it's Blue. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. We got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Okay, you know me. I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And screen here to Blue. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up third and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now lead by 10. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Buccaneers 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Jump off caught by his back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Mayfield. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Cowboys return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best trait, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. This with Blue. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Blue. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Buccaneers 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Puts some power on a deep one left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking slant route complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 24 yards.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Buccaneers 1st down.
Baker now from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap will give to Blue. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. He's going to push one deep down the right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Setting up the screen. And in for the Jaguars touchdown. The Cowboys keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyer Elam makes the play. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Cowboys started celebrating this win a while ago. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to pass it here. It's his running back. Breaks the tackle, Green grabs ahead. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Cowboys keep running away with this. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here we got second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Baker now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
180. What's up?
Once more, it's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Gets him on the quick hitter. And what a play! He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be fourth down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Hands are tied, gotta have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. Gets it to the 15. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
The back grabs it. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Rothman's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will trail by 25.
38. Buccaneers 13. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10.
Come on. Let's go.
Play fake. It's Milton. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rally, they pursue, and keep that screen to a minimal gain.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's been getting all of it every time out. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. Takes it in at the 21. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason